separating the nation of Israel as he's done now. You got 2/3 of the nation of Israel right now. You got 1/3. All right. The Lord basically sent them 2/3 away. But he's going on continue to do so as I go on. Now therefore, oh no, I read that. And the Lord said unto Gideon, the people are yet too many. Bring them down into the water, and I will try them for thee there. And it shall be that of whom I say unto thee, this shall go with thee, the same shall go with thee. And of whomsoever I say unto thee, this shall not go with thee, the same shall not go. So the Lord is continuing to separate the army or shrink the army down. All right. So he brought down the people into the water, and the Lord said unto Gideon, everyone that lappeth of the water with his tongue, as a dog lappeth, him shalt thou set by himself. Likewise, everyone that bowed down upon his knees to drink. And the number of them that lapped, putting their hand to their mouth, were 300 men, but all the rest of them bowed down upon their knees to drink water. And the Lord said unto Gideon, by 300 men that lapped will I save you, and deliver the Midianites into thy hand, and let all the other people go, every man into his place. All right, so that was the elect amongst that army. All right, the men that the Lord chose. All right, the Lord deal with a small sanctuary, 144,000 is a very small sanctuary amongst, compared to the people in the world. That's not a lot of people even in a city. So the Lord deals with a small sanctuary, man. All right. It says, so the people took victuals in their hand and their trumpets, and he sent all the rest of Israel, every man into his tent, and retained those 300 men, and the host of Midian was beneath him in the valley. And it came to pass the same night that the Lord said unto him, arise, get thee down unto the host, for I have delivered it into thy hand. But if thou fear to go down, go thou with Phurah, thy servant, down to the host. The host being an army, the army of the Midianites. And thou shalt hear what they say, and afterwards shall thine hands be strengthened to go down unto the host. Then went he down with Phurah, his servant, unto the outside of the armed men that were in the host. And the Midianites and the Amalekites, and all the children of the east lay along the valley like grasshoppers for multitude, and their camels were without number, as the sand by the sea side for multitude. So it was a whole bunch of them. All right. And when Gideon was come, behold, there was a man that told a dream unto his fellow, and said, behold, I dreamed a dream, and lo, a cake of barley bread tumbled into the host of Midian, and came unto a tent, and smote it that it fell, and overturned it, that the tent lay alone. And his fellow answered and said, this is nothing else save the sword of Gideon, the son of Joash, a man of Israel. For into his hand hath the Most High delivered Midian and all the hosts. And it was so, when Gideon heard the telling of the dream and the interpretation thereof, that he worshipped and returned into the host of Israel, and said, arise, for the Lord hath delivered into your hand the host of Midian. All right, so going back to Psalms 83, he said, let them be like the host of Midian. All right, basically deliver them into our hands. To send there that small sanctuary. Although we be outnumbered, deliver them into our hands. All right, show the world your power. Y'all Bashim Yahushua. All right. Show our enemies your power. It says, and he divided 300 men into 3 companies, and he put a trumpet in every man's hand with empty pitchers and lamps within the pitchers. And he said unto them, look on me, and do likewise. And behold, when I come to the outside of the camp, it shall be that as I do, so shall ye do. When I blow with the trumpet, I and all that are with me, then blow ye the trumpet also on every side of all the camp, and say, the sword of the Lord and of Gideon. So Gideon and the 100 men that were with him came unto the outside of the camp in the beginning of the middle watch, and they had but newly set the watch, and they blew the trumpets and brake the pitchers that were in their hands. And the 3 companies blew the trumpets and brake the pitchers, and held the lamps in their left hands, and the trumpets in their right hands to blow withal. And they cried, the sword of the Lord and of Gideon. And they stood every man in his place round about the camp, and all the host ran and cried and fled. All right, they got up out of there, they scattered. All right. So once again, referring back to Psalms 83, this is what's being asked of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to do in the modern time. You know, the same way you made the Midianites flee. You know, even though they outnumbered us, they was at the sand of the sea. They ran when they seen us because of, you know, your strength and your power. You know, do that unto our enemies now. You know, everyone that was named in Psalms 83. It says, and the 300 blew the trumpets, and the Lord set every man's sword against his fellow, even throughout all the hosts. And the host fled to Beth-shittah in Zererath, and to the border of Abel Meholah, unto Tibath, and the men of Israel gathered themselves together out of Naphtali, and out of Asher, and out of all of Manasseh, and pursued after the Midianites. All right, so they defeated the Midianites, although they were a small sanctuary. You know, they were outnumbered because the Lord was with them. All right, so that's what that's referring to in Psalms 83. Psalms 83 and 9. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin at the brook of Kishon, which perished at Endor. They became dung for the earth. Right, they got put to death. Right, make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb. Yeah, or the princes as Zabah and as of Zalmunna. All right, now going back right quick to Judges 7. It says, so like, let me go back to Psalms right quick. Yeah, make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb, right? So, yeah, not Psalms, Judges 7 and 24. And Gideon sent messengers throughout all Mount Ephraim, saying, come down against the Midianites, and take before them the waters unto Beth-barah and Jordan. Then all the men of Ephraim gathered themselves together and took the waters unto Beth-barah and Jordan. All right, and this is the point. And they took 2 princes of the Midianites, Oreb and Zeeb, and they slew Oreb upon the rock. Oreb and Zeeb they slew at the winepress of Zeeb, and pursued Midian, and brought the heads of Oreb and Zeeb to Gideon on the other side of the Jordan. They decapitated them princes, right? That was being referred to in Psalms 83. They got decapitated. That's what's being asked of the Lord. Give us they princes and they nobles like you did in that time, in this war against the Midianites. Yeah, we want to destroy their armies, but give us their leaders too. All right. Going back to Psalms 83. Psalms 83 and 11. Make their nobles like Oreb, like Zeeb, yeah, or their princes as Zabah and as Zalmunna. All right, who said, let us take to ourselves the